I'm Pam Hinton. I'm an associate professor in nutrition and exercise physiology here at Mizzou. I have an undergraduate degree in biochemistry from the University of Wisconsin at Madison. That's where I got my doctoral degree in nutritional sciences also. And from there I did a postdoc at the Division of Nutritional Sciences at Cornell University. And then I came here in 2000. The overall area of research is interaction between nutrition and physical activity and how those two things can impact bone. And we have two big areas of research. One is how obesity affects bone, and we're finding that there are some negative health consequences of overweight on bone. And we're looking into how diet and exercise and weight loss can improve bone health in people who are obese. And then another big area is bone health in men. We don't really think of men as being at risk for low bone density, but it is a significant health problem for men. And our research is to see if exercise-based interventions can increase bone mass in men who have low bone density. The new space is really wonderful for testing human subjects, and almost all of the studies that we do is human-based research. So we have space for our subjects to come and do their baseline testing. They get their bone density test, for example, if it's a bone study here on the DEXA machine. We are doing some studies where we're feeding subjects as part of our testing protocol, and the space is wonderful for that. Well, we've just finished up our study of looking at whether resistance training or plyometrics, which is jumping type exercise, can increase bone mass in men with low bone density. And these participants had to do the exercise interventions for a year. So it was a very long study, but we've just finished it up and have some preliminary analyses done. And we're really excited that both modes of exercise increase bone mass in men with low bone density. So the resistance training increased bone density of the whole body, spine and hip, and the jumping was more effective on the whole body and the spine. So we're really excited about that. We can have some practical exercise-based recommendations for men to improve their bone health. I'd just like to say a couple things about the department that make it really enjoyable to work here and help me get my work done. And one is that we have both nutrition and exercise physiology in the same department, and that is kind of rare. And so somebody like me who has a background in nutrition but research that overlaps into exercise, it's nice to have my colleagues who are more formally trained in exercise to collaborate with. And then the other thing that is really enjoyable for me is that there's lots of opportunities here to get undergraduate students involved in research, and I've done a lot of, supervised a lot of undergraduates, and a lot of their projects have ended up being published research articles. So that's another thing that I really enjoy about research here at MU.